with this hero, because as we heard, Fog, he was concerned.
Yeah, so it's a hero across all regions, 48.72% win rate.
That's in the middle.
Sure, yeah, it could have been 30%, it could have been any other number, but for now, it's not above 50%. It's a harder hero to play. The pace in which you can fight, of course, you get into the game rather than dominating from minute 1 onwards. And once again, with the entity with a 5-man smoke, bumping into a hero, saying hello and walking away, just like we saw in the previous game.
All right. And so overall, what sort of your thoughts and feelings on this?
I mean, Entity went for the same draft, didn't they? They swapped out the Brew for the Razor. Of course, Brew does a lot of control in these fights, but the counterplay is now with Razor. It's a BKB buying hero that gets into the middle. Those voice lines really distracted me for a second. But I think for Entity, they're going to have this exact same style of play, right? It's going to farm up for your big items. Once you hit that threshold, you make these big counter plays and you overwhelm the map just with these kind of exceptional team fight capabilities that you'll have.
Actually, Aramis might be in trouble here. The slows that they've got, and this is going to be first blood. Oh, the Fairy Fire does mean that they'll have to set up for Katomi to get it. You know, obviously they were trying to set up for Stormstormer to take it on the mid, but still first blood here for Entity.
Yeah, in regards to draft, it's also more emphasis on alliance here, because when you have a series where game 1 you lose in a very clear style, and then your opponent does the same draft in game 2, you know why you lost it, right? So there's a lot of pressure on alliance now, identifying why they lost game 1, changing it up in the draft, and now executing it in game 2. So I'm really excited to see if alliance was able to identify some of their weaknesses from that first game, and if they can kind of apply the pressure necessary to overwhelm Entity's ability to greed out on all their cores and hit this timing.
Yeah, we saw this from Entity as well. They really wanted to set up the lanes, so they had this Razor into the out, and have, you know, pure farming down on the bottom into the Weaver. Will Alliance just sort of allow this matchup to occur, or do you think we'll see them try and dodge this? Or are they just going to play it like this is?
If they're trying to dodge it, they'd have been dodging kind of creeps meeting, right? The fact that they've accepted it.
Okay. And you think that's the right thing to accept this?
I mean, I feel like chasing around the map it's one of those gimmicks where unless you have this like S-tier lane set up, chasing can always be a detriment. Imagine if Alliance was to chase around the map. Entity will just sit in the lanes, right? They'll farm up.
Yeah.
If they get the Razor into the other lane, it's like, whatever. All right, let's just keep it this way. So I think for Entity, they're going to set up the lanes that they want, and they'll just exist. I think Alliance just respecting the fact that they didn't get the perfect lane and keep going. Again, play Doom in this off lane. It's an off-lane style hero, but even when it's played carry, you still play like you're an off-laner, right? You naturally get quite fat. If you get the correct creep, you're not going to die. Like, imagine if Doom gets like the Ice Armor creep in this lane. The whole kill threat of Alliance is completely out the window. So.
I mean, that's because you talked about, you know, sort of how Pure has been, you know, doing a good job of finding the good creeps early. Is that sort of the top of his list that he's looking for this game for the lane?
Yeah, if he's able to, you know, bump into one, that'd be pretty handy. You know, right now there isn't one available in jungle. Yeah, laning setup right now, Entity are going to be very happy with their setup. And again, we get to see the repeat at the mid lane. This time Storm doing a much better time. I remember Puck, he actually did a really good job in the mid lane. Puck kind of popped off in regards to the early CS, the Witchblade timing. Just wasn't able to mirror the speed at which Storm was running around the map and making these plays. Yeah, and the key difference, at least in this safe lane, or against this Doom, Alliance has done a better job at just blocking up the camps and preventing Doom from getting the creep. Normally at level 3, you get the perfect creep, but
Top Limitless could be in trouble. Yep, Starbreakers are the ready. They'll take him down, and with the built-up damage, they'll be able to run down Aramis as well. Both kills for Entity on the top matchup.
Yeah, that's a difficult one. And that's why they want to put the Razor in that lane, right? Alk's a hero that you want to put down that spray, you want to fight inside the lane, but he doesn't even have the stun available, not level 3 on Alchemist. So he's not able to like actually have kind of kill threat in some regard. And it's also kind of the weakness of Rubik. Sure, your Fable is a nice nuke, you just get to secure range creeps, but unlike other position 4s, you don't have continued spells and damage to poke in the lane. So kind of a weaker support duo, in my opinion, for the Alk to play with. And you are going to see the repercussions of that when you compare it to a Dawn, the lockdown, the slow, the static link, the Razor. Like, it will be a difficult lane for Limitless. He's playing for the farm. Look at this. 2 points in Acid Spray, 1 point in Aura. I don't think he wants to go anywhere near this lane now.
Oh, I'm going to see Fishman. He's going to run down Limitless.
Is he going to solo kill him?
Limitless should be fine.
Whew. That's scary. Oh, he's going to chase him, isn't he?
I mean, he's going to have another hammer in a second to try and close the gap.
He's got 2 mangoes, a high 5.
He's got him.
Wait, there we go.
Fishman with the chase down, not letting Limitless live. Bottom lane. See Alliance find the opportunity to get themselves a kill on the board as they take down Kataomi.
Yeah, this is not the start you want. And this is like a beautiful example of strategies that work for some teams might not be so well trained on others, right? And I'd love to know if Alliance was actually practicing with this Alliance and now kind of strategy. Because it's like the Tundra specialty. We saw in that previous series, the way in which they dominate every lane, have the stacks available, make him feel like he's this unkillable offlaner. But so far, we're not seeing the same efficiencies being presented. And so much pressure in all lanes. Weaver getting run at, Aramis getting run at.
Yeah, we'll be fine this time, but taking heavy damage. Down the mid. Stamanen opts in for the quick route back to base.
And this type of game is very different from game 1 in regards to the lineup. Entity, they're already kind of somewhat not crushing the side lanes, but they're applying a lot of pressure. So it's back with the bots. He TP's in. It's going to be even more kills. I think Wee's going to have a really difficult time deciding what lane he wants to go to. Again, mirroring the Batrider is often the key example. But I'd love to see Wee kind of be a bit more just active in this game. The previous game, he farmed all the way to Witchblade until he started making moves. I'd like to see him trade that off. Get into the side lanes. Get a bit of a scuffle going. Use your heroes. Very aggressive. Already top net worth. Very efficient on the mid lane. Wee through. Still.
And that's sort of, you know, the change it from Entity in terms of what Toby's playing this game. How much did that sort of change the vibe of their overall squad? Are we going to see very similar style of play? You know, how does sort of swapping the brew for a Razor change things up, if it does at all?
They're going to be vibe checking Alliance quite heavily around the 15-minute mark. This BKB on Razor, BKB Doom, BKB Batrider.
Bottom. Trying for Pure. Stick charges will keep him safe.
Just Fishman going for more kills.
And it's going to be in trouble, though. Coil into the concoction. They'll be able to take him down.
But no, the difference between a Brew and a Razor is you're trading team fight for just more damage capabilities.
Well, Nico, baby. Oh, stick charges, but the Scorched Earth. It's going to burn him out of the game. Stamanen trying to stand their ground, but from these two, it's a lot of damage. He has the stick charges. So even thinking about turning back in. He's got the dispose. It's Kataomi back under the tower. He's got a full wand and ready to go. Kataomi's fine.
And again, he just finds the creeps, right? He's got this mana burn, but the key thing, it's not the mana burn now in this lane. It's laning with the Wyvern, it's the mana aura. You know, 2 mana regen, giving it off to his Wyvern as well. Spells for days. So much harass coming in from this Doom lane. Difficult to play it. You don't have that, you know, innate healer this time to keep your carry alive.
Try for Pure again, but it's going to cost them Stamanen's life, and Pure's fine underneath the tower. They'll take the bugs off him.
Just look at the mana pools. Like, the Wyvern's still like 50%. Normally that type of engagement, you're like, well, he's 0 mana, but clarities, auras.
I mean, we're going to see Weehard try and make a rotation whilst they're low.
He has to find some kills. He has to rotate.
Now we'll get the kill, and he'll get out. Quick move there to take out Kataomi beyond the tower.
But look at the difference. Look at this Alchemist. Parked up by his tier 1. Bottom of all the cores.
I mean, Fishman's just playing with him here.
He's doing just exceptional work right now.
He's not letting them stack up again.
Not allowing the stacks, not allowing to farm it. Look at it. Batrider comes on over, throws out a couple cheeky napalms.
I don't think you can contest this if you're Alliance. You kind of just have to let it go.
Well, you can, but you might die.
Yeah? They're trying to step up towards this. Fishman hiding rather nicely. It's going to cause Limitless to end up stunning himself. The Starbreaker off the mark. They're going to drop the lasso.
Firefly's out.
See Toby heading over as well. Limitless is going to have another concoction. Aramis will try for the TP out, and he gets taken down. Another stealth stun from Limitless. See if Entity can punish this. Stormer. Maybe in trouble himself. They'll jump in with a rebound. They don't have enough burst though, actually. Stormer's okay. Concoction thrown the way of Fishman, but Stamanen, he's got to run. The Starbreaker hits land onto Limitless with the sticky napalm stacking right up. Limitless will fall. As Entity happy to take these kills, and Alliance not quite able to sort of pull their power together to get anything out of this.
And everyone in Entity came, so if Alliance even attempt to take this fight, it would have been like a 4-on-5. the entire time Razor was farming top for Entity, so it's positioning-wise, they're just ready for these earlier scraps. And look at this Doom. Top net worth, 2-point Devour, 4-point Scorched Earth. Got the minus. It's just all these points in Scorched Earth. It allows him to just kind of poke his head into these engagements and go, yeah, I can do some chip damage. They had this stat in the previous head-to-head. Just amount of passive damage Doom does in these fights, just running around with Scorched Earth. It really does build up. Already 3.4k. Not the most, but still, it's going to get bigger over time.
So they're trying to make a move on mid. Katsumi hiding in the trees. Won't allow Aramis to get the setup. Storm's back around as well. They're going to try for him. Lift up into the rebound. Dispose as well for Stamanen. Drags him back in range of WeeHeart. They're going to Storm pretty low. He's going to get caught by the Dream Coil. They'll attempt taking them back with the Cold Embrace, but they should have another round of Magical Burst to take him down. He's up to the high ground. In fact, no, Storm is going to be fine. He gets away from this. He's actually going to end up alive. And now with the Doom drop down onto WeeHeart, it's Alliance losing 2. Stormer, he lives.
It's so incredibly awkward, isn't it? He was like 11 HP, 12 HP.
It did seem like there was going to be someone else to take him down, but there wasn't. I mean, you know, the Cold Embrace heal comes in clutch, stops any further physical. Of course, at this stage of the game, you'd think there would be more Magical Burst. It's only level 1 Cold Embrace, so not the biggest of heals, but there wasn't. He's able to run. He survives.
Puck had no spells up. Like, that was... Oh, that's going to hurt. That's a tilt one for sure. Look at this.
Look how low
you have
he gets.
to jump. You've already used the Fade Bolt. You've already used the Rebound to dispose. You've used both combos. He's silenced up.
I mean, yeah, perfect. Perfect from Katsumi. I mean, you know, this is why we see them grabbing that Wyvern as the first pick.
And instantly into another replay.
Now, yeah, we're talking about the Wyvern. Lands the combo. Nico Baby will be able to get the time-lapse off. So won't die this time.
Oh, he's dying in the top lane.
He just died to Toby. What, was that solo?
You don't often see that, do you?
I don't know. We'll have to maybe see that again on the replay.
I think it was solo. That looked pretty solo. Look at the minimap, Chief. There ain't no one else up there.
But Toby's not even low on HP.
Don't ask me why. I'm just... He died, all right? We're just saying it as we see it. Oh, he just...
Oh, no. He jumped back into it. Nico Baby's
that was beautiful.
Also dead. It's getting rough, T. It's getting rough.
It's getting rough, but the Marcy death, that looked pretty cool.
That was pretty comical.
Yeah.
Jumping back in to get swiped down by Fishman.
But the rest of this isn't comical, unfortunately.
It's rough.
It is very rough. But yeah, I'll just kind of get him run over a little bit, walked over. And it just stems to this laning setup, right? You have this Doom, this Wyvern, the Mana Aura, the spam, the fight. Weaver's meant to be a bit more of a dominating side laner. Wasn't able to do it with that Marcy. In the top lane, Alp's meant to be a bit more pressuring. He got shut down by Fishman on the Dawnbreaker. Toby on the Razor. And now the repercussions of losing multiple lanes is the lack of entry into the map.
It's going to be hard for Alliance to recover from this spot down 315. We'll see at the top.
Oh, it's just being a bit cheeky, you know. Cleared out a creep wave and he died.
Yeah, catching him by surprise there, Toby.
Boo.
Very hard for Nico Baby to find safe spots to be right now. Man's got the Maelstrom done, so we'll be able to speed the farming up a bit.
I think this was a perfect example, though, on Fishman, on how if you are a melee position 5 with a tanky hero, you can kind of indirectly prevent the out farming just through just posturing, right? If you're a Clockwork, if you're a Dawnbreaker, you get up in that triangle real early, you put down a couple sentries to block them, disjoint a couple of the stacks, don't allow them to get to 3 to 4, you prevent that Acid Spray being thrown down and farming it. Especially if you have a core to help back you up and farm them. Like, he alone has removed Limitless from this game pretty much. And you rarely see an out at the bottom of all the cores, like even in difficult games. So I think a lot of credit to Fishman in just positioning and having the correct tools to prevent that efficiency of the jungle. He might go down after all this, but
let's see if they can get him in. In they go. They should have him for sure. They get the kill. Now we'll see if they can get back out, because Stormer's around and has a lasso at the ready.
Multiple TPs coming up here.
See if they can get anything more alliances. They will stay up here, the three of them.
They don't have this innate way to hit towers, so they can't force Entity around the map and, you know, bait and switch. They have to look just for raw kills.
And they go straight in here. But the curse was ready. Katsumi in position, ready for that sort of dive. Alliance, they've got to back off. Do see Aramis get the steal, so he'll have a curse ready to potentially look for a big move, and they need it. Might be able to set something up big now, Aramis, with the ultimate stolen.
And that was just because Katsu, I mean, he TP'd up at the start of the engagement, but then when they kind of calmed down a bit, he patiently waited in the tree line. He positioned himself, did not show any creeps, something that a lot of players could, take note on. If you TP to an area and didn't find instant success, you can waste a minute or two of your time and look for that secondary fight that might be coming. And we, this time, playing way more aggressive than he did in game one. But unfortunately, the lanes didn't go as well. He doesn't have the team to join him up, but props to WEU for trying to be a little bit of a nuisance, poking his head into the jungle, and also keeping up with the net worth relatively well. Again, it's a difficult one.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Still limitless, closing in on the relic. And once he has that radiance, maybe a chance to catch back up in farm.
That will be the key for Alliance. They want their draft to kind of scale into the late game at this point. Items are their best friend.
Again, catch on to Fishman. I'll lose the mana for it. We are maybe thinking about going for more. He's got his eyes on Kataomi. It's a hard hero to chase, though. Especially with Curse back up in a couple of seconds. He's still hovering around this area, though. We are wants to make moves, wants to keep that pressure on.
And you praised Toby in the previous game about his ability to farm. Look where he's positioned. He did it the same as the Brewmaster game. He parks himself in this bottom right-hand corner of the map. No, he doesn't. That's a different hero. I'm talking about the Doom, sorry. My bad. Either way, the fact that they sent a core down here to farm this corner of the map, if you kill him off, be it Toby in game one, Pure in this game, it's such a terrible place on the map to be. It's not near Roshan. It's not really near an important tower. So I like the fact that Entity, they often put a core in this, what looks like a greedy position, but indirectly, it just opens up the game, so... yeah. Look at the net worth. 9.5k on the Doom now.
Yeah, very close down in the blink as well, Pierre.
After a really good laning, he's not had to really do much in this game, right?
No, he's free farming. He's getting all the space in the world on this part of the map.
In about a couple minutes' time, you're going to have an absolutely filthy window for Entity. BKB Blink on Doom, BKB Bat, BKB Razor. Mr. Mannen tanking the death for the boys up top.
I'll have to use the Dream Coil here to hold back Stormer. As WeHeart is getting chased.
He's got a Blink, though.
You see him escape. And with that Blink, that should be enough to save him.
Nice timely delivery there on the courier. Helping out a lot.
Still Entity. They'll be able to make some pressure onto the tower. Should go down as the next creep wave. Pure. That's the Blink out and done. So ready to make some aggressive moves as the Doom with the Blink BKB. Nico Baby, of course, trying to get that Lincolns as soon as he can.
Good thing about this game is because Puck naturally buys Lincolns as well, you're going to have these opportunities where Puck and Weaver in conjunction can double Lincolns a hero, be it themselves or even like the Alchemist.
On Pure.
He got the Sakuchi off, buddy.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Have they got the gap closed? Good speed boost.
No, he's fine.
Yeah, I think Nico Baby's going to be saved, and they can maybe look to turn this around. Fishman is getting very, very low here. He'll go down. See them try for more as Entity. They managed to group up. So they will try and back up with the rest. And Dream Coil catches onto Stormer, but not quite onto Kataomi. The Kataomi can continue to retreat in Alliance. They won't be able to chase. So it's taken down Fishman, but of course the big move being that they were able to keep Nico Baby alive against that first Doom attempt from Pure.
Yeah, a rare blunder from Entity, honestly. Like, the fact that they connected on this Doom, I think a lot of props to Nico Baby there. The speed in which he was able to Sakuchi, that alone gave him the kind of disconnect to get away from the Scorched Earth damage. And then, of course, Marcy, extra move speed.
Alliance, they're thinking about heading in for more. Pure, it's going to jump back down. Stamanen falling very, very low to the AoE damage there between the Scorched Earth and the Eye of the Storm and Toby. Aramis will opt for a TP out in the trees. He's away.
Right, they're putting up a fight, and oh, look, meanwhile, you close your eyes for a second, look, out second net worth.
He's got the Radiance. So now, able to really speed up the farm and make his way very quickly towards that next item.
I think that's going to be the big difference in this game compared to the game one. Alliance, even if they're behind, there will eventually be a point where Puck, Weaver or Alchemist, they will scale into the game at being independently strong cores. These are heroes that don't really need people to help them. to be annoying, right? So if they can get to that point in the game, if they can shrug off, you know, maybe if Lincoln's a Doom, or they can kite out and survive the curse, they can potentially overwhelm in 20 minutes time, right? It's about if they can weather the storm. And we saw in that first game, Entity's lineup, this combination, even though if you swap a Brute for Razor, you don't really hit objectives too well. So we are going to probably see this game be drawn out and potentially give a window for Alliance to have a later timing.
Trying to make a move at Stormer. He has got BKB and he's got Katomi as well. Curse set up on WEU into the lasso. They'll lock down, take down the puck, and be ready to chase the rest of them out of there. Limitless goes for the TP out. He'll make it away.
That's a really nice looking green cloud. Let's look at that for a look. Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice.
That just looks like he smells.
Yeah, he just
got a bit of a nasty odor about him, this Rubik.
Dire's middle tower.
Big green cloud of toxicity.
Well, I mean, Aramis isn't toxic.
No, Aramis, he's a lovely lad.
He's a very lovely lad, yeah.
That Rubik effect makes him look a bit smelly.
Oh, he's going to have to clean up his game if they want to try and win this one, that's for sure. Again, it's just for the whole, when you're going for the kills, they're chasing, they're looking for the fight. They weren't able to keep him down, even if they caught he's by the tree line. They're not able to get that damage off. And Katomi, once again, if you're not killing a hero within, let's say, a 4-second window, that gives enough time for a 3-second TP into then understanding the fight and giving WEU an opportunity to make the plays to get the curses. I think I can see why we didn't want to use the coil there due to the proximity of the tree line. Entity, just relentless aggression every time they see a hero. They're going to run at them. They have the BKBs. They have everything they need to take a fight. They went to Wyvern with the blink. Ooh, he's just in, isn't he?
And Pure just goes for it.
Aramis is once again smelling a little bit.
There we go. Here's the jump. And the concoction off with the curse will hold back the two of them. Catching Aramis, catching Limitless. As Aramis, he'll fall. The Doom drop down onto Limitless. 2 dead on Alliance. Nico Baby having to run. As the Manon also caught in the front lines there as Entity. They push on aggressively. You'll see Pure go for the TP out. He'll manage to make it away before they can have any chance of finishing him off. And Nico Baby headed in for this. They'll have to time-lapse to get his way out of it.
Honestly, if you're Alliance, you're kind of telling your team, guys, it's fine. We're a couple items away from being able to do the damage, right? I just think if you look back at our engagement, he full HP, didn't really get into the middle of the fight, but we're going to see the highlight here. Aramis instantly dies. Again, beautiful curse from Kataomi, killing off the Rubik. If they were able to get this fight a little bit more drawn out, like look how grouped up Entity are. They kill off the Wyvern. It's like the fact that Nico Baby has to retreat. Like if Nico Baby has like one item there, they have one more aspect of the game, then they could potentially come back in this game.
It's not as rough as game one, like without a doubt.
Yeah, it's like you survive the curse, you can play some form of Dota. But it's not easy. They need to find the farm and...
They'll catch Fishman.
Nice.
Another quick pick-off there for Alliance.
They're stalling this net worth advantage. That's the main thing. It's been sitting at 7k for a little bit of time, fluctuating between 6.
Well, look into Roche.
They have a filthy Roche.
They've got the minus armor.
The minus armor of the acid spray, the side kick.
It's been scanned out. We'll see how quickly Entity can head over.
They need to be quick, though. They have a smoke. They passed it to Toby.
I mean, do they get there in time? I think they might.
They have to start Stamon, and yeah, you got to run in, Chief.
It's getting low.
Oh, come on. Are they going to
be able to finish it? They got it. Roche Limitless. He's able to grab the Aegis. Now the question is how many of Alliance can get out alive, though, to the side. Kataomi's caught WEU in the curse. We are in trouble. Locked down by the lasso. Him and Stamanen will fall. Buybacks are coming out here from Alliance, 2 of them. From both the supports, so they'll look to attempt to turn. Limitless turns with a concoction over towards Toby, but he cannot stand his ground. Triple kill for Pure as he cleans up Aramis a second time in this fight. Slows down to Limitless. Limitless. He's going to end up self-stunning. See, that might leave the opportunity for Pure to dive in. It certainly does. Straight in with the blink. They take Limitless out. Ultra kill for Pure.
Or they might see the rampage. Stamanen.
Oh, there's still time. If he gets the kill,
he's running over.
There's still time for the rampage.
The great chase.
He has Doom. Drop the Doom for the rampage.
Will he get it?
Doesn't even need to. Is it quick enough? It is.
There it is.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Rampage for Pure on the Doom. It looked like Alliance were maybe holding on a little bit, but after that, it seems like we're back on the same trajectory as game one. 29-8, 11k lead. And the carry Doom, he's just got a rampage.
How do you kill him?
Oh, jumps back in. Pops the Lincolns, drops the Doom. Nico, baby, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He'll go down. Pure walking it off. We are tries to jump back in to finish him off, but he hasn't got the damage alone. He'll have to back away. 30-8. And in the kills, and Fishman's out.
Oh, they got him. They got him.
Ooh, can they do it? No! The curse is back up. Katsuomi drops the curse. Pure's out with a TP. Weehar is dead. They did get the Stolen Doom dropped back over towards Stormstormer. Limitless trying to come over the damage. Will take out Katsuomi. It's going to try and chase down Stormstormer, but with Toby on top of Limitless with the static link. BKB at the ready to avoid the stunner concoction. It's another kill for Entity and Alliance. They're having to run.
Wow, that was very close.
33-9.
And this all started with this attempt of Roshan. I like the fact that Alliance went behind, they attempted to do it, but in those moments where you're trying to take Aegis away from a team that's miles ahead of you, you kind of need to sacrifice one hero to run deep into the enemy side of the map, to tank the smoke, to prevent that initiation. The fact that Alliance, I feel like if Marcy was able to just get to the high ground before the Wyvern gets in, the Bat gets in, you then sneak the Aegis, you can BKB TP out, or you can just get out the pit. It could have been completely different, but again, unfortunately, not able to do that. Entity reading Alliance like a book, had that smoke ready, and since then,
and in the mid, Stormstormer.
Pickoffs everywhere.
We are not quite prepared for that jump. Top lane, Alliance, they're going to have to get out of this area as well. Once they have a chance. Nico Baby's out on the retreat. The Mana will get left behind.
The lead continues to grow, 16k now. They're looking to set up on mid lane. They didn't have the initiation. No Blink Dagger yet on Alchemist. Only an Aether on Rubik.
There we go. Down the mid, Limitless. They'll have to put the BKB to run, but Toby's got so much physical damage, he's going to be able to beat straight through it. On top of Nico Baby. We'll get the time-lapse up in time, and Katsuomi immediately with a curse. As Nico Baby gets caught, but the entire team surrounded. Taken out of the game. 38-9, 26 minutes in. It is indeed rougher than game one. With the last result of game one, it was 39-8 at 39 minutes. So already pretty much mirroring, or as close as it will get to mirroring that result here in game two, but 13 minutes sooner than they got to that kill score in game one, T.
Yeah, that's the difference of the Brew to the Razor, right? Razor is a way more aggressive hero, and you're seeing it. They're not being too patient. They hit a creep item, bam, go for the kill. Be relentless. And I like the fact that, again, I'm kind of rewinding 5 minutes, but that Roshan fight as well, they had the smoke on one hero, but they passed it to another hero, so they didn't have the 6-second cooldown to then use it and get into the middle of the fight. Like, these smaller things, imagine if it was like, oh, it's in my backpack, sorry, let me change it myself. Then you put it on cooldown, then you use it. Like, if they do these plays, they're going to probably be late. Alliance will get the Roshan. So, again, even the smaller intricacies of the game, Entity, they're keeping on mark and making sure they could non-stop pressure. As once again, a Doom's get thrown out onto the Alchemist.
Gonna have Solar Guardian back up as well. Extra bit of control with the stun, and with the swing of the Starbreaker, Stamana's also in trouble. Dive in the tier 2s. The kills just keep adding up. 41-9, 21k lead. At only 27 minutes in. As I said, Entity making this game 2 look even easier.
Yeah, and already, just look at Nico Baby and Weehar. They're like, guys, I'm not even going to join a fight. You got Weaver in the mid lane, Puck pushing out bottom to the tier 2s. Their only play now is to keep the lanes pushed out and hope that they find an opportunity to try and kill them off. But it's so difficult.
Let's see how well they can hold the high ground. Weehar. He's got the coil. I mean, Nico Baby's trying to chase Fishman off the side, but he has to use the time-lapse to get away from Pure. Won't be able to continue to chase him down. We'll see Toby. He's almost ready to start running up to the high ground. He certainly is. He's going in, chasing out Aramis. Aramis down behind the tier 3. Toby, BKB TP out of there. Nico Baby was trying to get aggressive onto Pure, but now has to run. And, in fact, he's just dead. No time-lapse. Was on cooldown after he used it previously, and he's now out for a minute.
It's just so hard to kill anyone on Entity. You kill the Wyvern, but you have to somehow lock him down. You don't have the cleanest way. They're just playing with Alliance at this point.
Well, look at the stun. To put the BKB here on the retreat limitless. We have to be careful about how he shows himself here top. In fact, down bottom.
We've seen this before in the top lane.
No, you've got to be careful how you play around with this Razor.
There's just a lot of annoying chip damage that can, whittle you down if you ever waste an orb or a blink. But yeah, this is the playstyle of we can never fight them. So I'm going to AFK on, the Monkey King days where you're in the tree, you jump down, kill wave, back to the trees. I wouldn't be surprised if Nika Baby also just ran to the top lane and kept doing the same thing there. Puck in one lane, Weaver in the other, and then in the mid you have Rubik and Alk, Acid Spray, Fade Bolt, and you just try and make this game last as long as possible. In some way, try and catch up. That playstyle, though, naturally just allows your enemy to farm the entire map, the jungle, all lanes, and you just fall further and further behind, but it at least gives you time. Time to think of a plan on how to get back into the game. For now, let's find the Wyvern. One of the hardest games to play in Dota 2.
Oh, wait. Dead again here. Hanging around a little too low on the HP. Entity quick to shut him down once more. Has got buyback. Entity, we saw it last game. They were more than happy to build the kills up.
Oh, Limitless is going to stun himself.
Aramis. He's dead. I'll see Pure. Knows that he doesn't even need to drop down the Doom on Limitless. He's dead anyway. Stamanen also dead. As Entity, they'll be able to bring the push down the mid. In fact, he's ready to jump in the base. He was sort of toying around with him there. A bit of mercy. Not dropping down the Doom. I think he could have, because he did have the Lincoln's break with the neutral ability, but
he respected the security, yeah.
I guess so. He did it. He was like, whatever. I'm just going to hit the buildings instead.
It feels like we're watching game one again. The same infographic at the same time.
It's game one, but sort of sped up to sort of by 25%. In terms of the speed that the kills are building up. We're already up to 47 kills in 31 minutes. In Stormstormer quick with the lasso on the Stamanen. Stamanen goes down. Doom's dropped down onto Nico Baby. Pure ready to dive up towards the fountain. I'll get the Dream Coil off. A cold embrace is there. Buybacks from the supports alliance. See if they can get something out of this. Limitless will drop the stun onto Stormstormer. Stormstormer will fall. Take out the bat. Toby's charging back in towards Limitless. He'll die. They weren't quite able to get him out in time. There's a triple kill for Toby. We Are gets jumped, finished off by Kataomi with the Winter's Curse. They may have got Stormstormer, but again, it's not a good trade for Alliance. They lose 3. And Pure, he's ready for more. Jumps in. Stamanen tries to get the grab. Will buy back for this in an attempt to chase him down. Myself for Kataomi.
Did you mean to?
See what more they can find here. Pure is still a little bit low, but the blink's up. And there's nothing to put a stop to that one. Blinks to a safe distance. TP's out. He's away. So Entity, they will be pushed back for now. A couple of heroes dead, and they weren't able to finish off the barracks, so the game will continue. But the lead also does for Entity. 52-12, 31,000 net worth lead. Stamanen.
Oh, he's just, no, you don't want to fight. Okay. Toby just A-clicked. He's like,
he
whatever.
didn't even care, Toby. He was like, whatever.
He didn't flinch at all.
No.
All right, quick trivia. How many deaths do you think the 3 cores of Entity combined have had so far in the 2 series? In the 2 games, sorry.
Oh, that's a lot. Dude, that's a lot of addition. Or maybe not a lot of addition. I mean,
just give me a number. Feel it out. Feel it.
Oh, thank you. So we got.
Oh, why are you cheating?
So we got one this game. I'm going to go with 2 overall.
You are correct. Yes.
So we've only had what, 1 death on Stormstormer this game. Who was the core to die last game?
Pure in the last game.
Pure in the last game.
But 2 deaths.
2
across
deaths.
all 3 cores in the 2 games.
Well, we'll see. Alliance attempt for a fight around the Roshan pit. Doom's going to get dropped down onto Nico Baby once again. Him and Aramis out of the game. 70% for Stamanen. As Limitless left behind around the bit, and there we go. They'll call it GG. 33 minutes in, 56-12. They do it again here. 2 games in a row, Entity. It was not difficult, and this game 2 was indeed even easier. At least it looked to be that way on the kills and on the gold. They needed this win, Entity, and it definitely showed.